Good afternoon, everyone.
Just standing out here in the parking lot of the Women's Health Center.
See right there on the sign, and Allie is inside of there.
But not because she has any health issue. This is actually a lie, I think.
See right there, it says Women's Health Center, but actually it's Jazzy Beauty Supply.
And we are up here in uptown Whittier, California.
Because Allie has to get some supplies.
But not just any supplies. These are the supplies she needs to take her state board examination thing to get her cosmetology license.
You graduate from school, but you're still not licensed, kid.
We're not letting you cut any hair until the government says it's okay.
Look at all that stuff. What are you doing? You going through the checklist? All right.
State board's a pretty big deal. Wouldn't want to be missing something from your kit.
She already got and then had to pass up one job because she had to have time to practice for this big test.
Definitely wouldn't want to get there and have one thing that you need for the test missing. I don't really understand what all's involved, but maybe some of you do.
There's one straggler who didn't pay for the pin quite on time, so I have one pin left to ship, and luckily I saw there was a mailbox in here.
So Charles Floyd from Opelika, Alabama, don't worry, your pin is on the way.
Perfect.
All done? Heck yeah.
Oh, there is a women's health clinic here. Weird.
This building has it all. Health and beauty.
Look at that old school clock up there. Ooh, that minute hand is moving kind of fast.
Unless that's a second hand. Then where's the minute hand? Dude, look at all the crap in there.
That's insane.
And creepiest of all, a real human hand.
Well, actually, creepiest of all is probably the doll head in here.
This is pretty creepy too.
Hey, Allie. You're looking so beautiful. Hey, Allie.
Woo! Freedom!
And since we're already up in Whittier,
I've got just the place to head next. Prepare yourself for a drive, because we're going at least 1.5 blocks.
alley-oop. Whoa.
Okay, fine, it was like 3 blocks.
And we're already here.
You guys have seen this place before.
But no matter how many times I've seen it before, I always have to come back and take another look.
Boy, they really cleaned this place up.
This is Whittier High School, and if you haven't remembered already, this is the high school from Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, part 1 and 2.
Right there, dude. That is where Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, Marty McFly, and Doc Brown walk into the school. Boy, they really cleaned this place up. Right now, though, school is in session.
So we get to be the couple of weirdos outside with a camera while school is going.
Maybe we should make this look brief. Really brief. There it is. Look, boy, they really cleaned this place up. We'll come back another time.
Every time I come to Whittier, I just have to take a look at that, though.
All the other scenes, the scene where George punches Biff and the dance and all that other stuff was on the back of the school, but I just love that front building right there.
Hill Valley High School. Can't beat it.
One of my favorite t-shirts is a Hill Valley High School t-shirt. Love that thing.
We should have come yesterday, because yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and there would have been no school. Dang it.
Wait a minute, we could go back whenever we want. I got a time machine.
Oh, well, eventually it'll work.
It's time for my other favorite place in Whittier. Just gotta cruise down the street just a little ways here. Almost there.
Oh my gosh, we're back.
At Oceanic Arts.
Ground zero for Tiki. Welcome to 10,000 square feet
Of Polynesian pop artwork.
of tropical decor.
Of backyard luau wonders.
You know what they've got?
They've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Beedly-dee, there they are, standing in coconuts galore. Hula skirts of every kind.
And best of all, many.
Many.
Oh, so many.
Tikis.
Tiki totems for purchase.
Tiki totems for rent. Tiki huts. Tiki bars.
Tiki masks.
Tiki lamps. And there's even tiki music playing in here.
Dude, I love this place just as much, if not sometimes more, than going to the tiki room. Wow, no, they're even.
Look at all this stuff. Where else can you buy or even find something like this?
I like over here because this is what I like to
the
call
nautical nonsense department. And believe me, nautical nonsense is something that I wish.
Look at this rope
From an actual boat with an actual rusty Tennessee.
Oh.
Carved signs, ship's wheels.
Ship's lanterns, ship's bell.
Holy ship. There's a lot of ship stuff in here, Allie.
Look at this, look at this. This is a very whale-coming place. There's a very whale-coming vibe.
Look at that right there. That's $150 for a giant fiberglass moa head.
All kinds of fish net here, actual nets used for fishing.
Cork floats over here, which some people have seen in Pirates of the Caribbean and thought it was a donut. Does look rather donut-ish from this angle. Yar! They have everything an aspiring pirate needs.
Everything but boats. I don't think there's any boats in here.
Last time I was here, I purchased an original piece of carved artwork
From my friend Leroy here, who is the main carver of Oceanic Arts.
And if you've never heard of this place before, Google the real life Tiki Room and watch my little mini documentary about it.
Leroy Schmaltz and Bob Van Oosting, the people who own this place, pretty much helped to kickstart the whole Tiki craze across the country.
Well, kickstart might not be the right word. Maybe supply the entire Tiki craze all the way from the 1950s until now.
And they've got everything in here from this cheesy type of stuff
to real seashells and pufferfish lamps
to actual authentic stuff from New Guinea and many other Pacific islands
on display from their travels to all those areas in the 60s.
See, they didn't just want to carve cheesy Polynesian pop stuff only. They also thought, why not actually explore the original culture and try and incorporate some of that into the art?
Turning kitsch into authentic appreciation.
Now, we're just browsing today. Just came by to take a look, not here to buy anything.
But it's kind of hard to stick to that when you see Tiki mugs in the shape of a grenade. That is pretty cool. Ah, Tiki decanter. Ah, look at this guy here. New Zealand inspired Tiki.
Look at this. Look at this. It's that bad guy fish from Finding Nemo. What the heck are these called again?
The fish with the little thing on its head and then it does the bitey. Dang it.
Now there's going to be 6,000 comments of what kind of fish this is. But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, anglerfish. It's an anglerfish.
Because he's fishing for other fish. I get it.
Dude, there's too much cool stuff in here. This place is a real fantasy factory, man. Think of all the stuff you could create with the things in this warehouse. I love all the old authentic photographs and the recreations of old engravings about the discovery of Polynesia.
Although I guess it wasn't really the discovery. We should call it the encounter with Polynesia, because the Polynesians knew where they were. They'd been there for a long time.
Dude, I love this place. Where else could you get this much bamboo?
Look at all of this stuff.
Hashtag build your own Adventureland. Also, look at that. The SS Minnow.
They supplied a lot of the props in the background, bamboo and thatching and stuff, for those Return to Gilligan's Island TV movie things.
And those panels right there are original props from Gilligan's Island.
I know I mention that every time we come here, but how can I help myself? It's just awesome.
Look at the selection of bamboo. You're never gonna find a bamboo selection like this.
At the Home Depot, all sorts of sizes and shapes and colors. Look at this, look at that.
That is some unusual bamboo. That's awesome. It's the same story with all the matting and the thatch.
The professor and Marianne could build a lot of huts with this stuff.
If it weren't for the fact that Allie would definitely object, I would probably turn my entire house into the Tiki room, so I guess I'll have to wait till I have a bigger place to live someday.
Just back there talking to Leroy himself. I love distracting him from his work.
I guess that's all we have time for, though. Just a quick look around. Unless, Allie?
Unless you think we need a giant fiberglass Easter Island head? Maybe over our bed, or
Okay.
just in the living room? What?
Sure.
Oh, you're just saying that because you know I don't want to spend $150. You know you're safe. I want this.
See, one of the really cool things about Oceanic Arts is they'll have stuff in here like this stuff from the old Trader Vic's. Whenever any of the old Polynesian restaurants or bars goes out of business,
Oftentimes, Oceanic Arts gets the chance to purchase the stuff.
like this piece used to be at the Dawn and the Beachcomber in Las Vegas.
And I think this particular thing, I think it's called a sea fan. They're endangered. You can't import these now.
So a piece of history and a piece of nautical nonsense that's very rare.
I wish the entire world could be lit by pufferfish lamps. That would be amazing.
Look at that, they even have some original menus from Trader Vic's.
There's no place like it.
It's like Toys R Us for people that love tropical fantasy.
Where else is there a whole bowl full of little pufferfish?
You like the little pufferfish?
Little pufferfish.
I love Oceanic Arts' personal collection.
Of old school original tiki mugs.
Hey, remember the other night when we were at Dawn the Beachcomber? Look at this. This is the snout of the swordfish sign, the original swordfish sign.
From Sam's Seafood. So there you go.
I love it because it's part Tiki supermarket and part museum here.
And then of course they've got their collection of art on the wall,
which I am very proud, amongst others like Shag here, to have a piece in. Look at that.
I made that for Leroy and Bob a couple years ago.
And when they hung it up in here, my eyes kind of got sweaty with respect.
Can you tell I'm procrastinating and I don't want to leave? Obama? Sure, I can stay longer.
Allie, the president called. He wants me to stay in here even longer and look at more tikis.
He called on the banana phone. What am I gonna do?
Ooh, this one's scary. Scary.
A lot of the stuff here now they don't actually make here anymore.
But it'll get imported from like the Philippines or from different Pacific islands.
You'd be surprised how much the whole tiki culture has changed.
Because a lot of the stuff now gets very authentically produced.
I love the whole rental section with all this crazy stuff in it.
Someday I wish I had the budget to throw a huge tiki party and bring this.
Now that would be a fun pick right there.
What a fun one, Allie. You know you want to take that fun pic. What a fun one.
I love these giant canoes here that you're supposed to fill up with punch. They're giant. I don't know about these ones actually.
Oh, here's one right here. Look at this. You're supposed to put punch in there. Like a giant punch bowl.
And if it's a tiki party, probably rum punch. The punch is probably spiked.
Look at the size. You could probably sit in that thing and canoe your way to Canada.
Alright, since I'm not buying anything specific, I guess we can leave now.
But someday, I'm gonna have a rad tiki party. And I just want to rent all of this.
And then I'll invite all of you. It'll be the ultimate tiki party.
A bird.
I like the bird, but what I like even more are these old school, very 50s looking plastic seahorses.
Quick! What's the opposite of a horse? Seahorse.
That is an obscure Office reference. Deep tracks.
Alright, it's time for us to leave paradise.
I don't want to go.
Oh, look at she's adapting. She's adapting.
Goodbye for now, Oceanic Arts. Or should I say, aloha.
Okay. Okay.
I can do it. I can leave without buying anything. I can do it.
I'll just walk back to the car without a tiki.
It's okay. I'll be alright. It'll be fine.
Oh, what if Allie gets mad? Hi, sweetie. I bought a tiki.
It's just that he was homeless and he needed a home, and I thought he could come and live in our home.
I like it.
Best girlfriend ever.
Okay.
Everybody buckled up? Alright. This story has a happy ending.
We've done our duty. We can go home and...
Tiki well. I'll see all of you guys a little bit later. Bye-bye. Aloha.
Do it, or you'll regret. Buy a tiki, 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 buy a tiki.
Hey, I just did. Stop it already.